Easy Canadian English, Episode 12.
The topic for today is Canadian holidays and long weekends. Hey everyone, welcome back to Easy Canadian English. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mike. And today we're talking about something that every Canadian looks forward to.
Long weekends.
Long weekends and the holidays that go with them.
I feel like Canadians have a very special relationship with long weekends. Like we get excited about them in a way that's almost intense.
I mean, it makes sense. We have long winters, so when a long weekend comes up, especially in the summer, people go all out.
Absolutely. So we're going to talk about some of the big Canadian holidays throughout the year, what they are, why we celebrate them, and what people actually do.
Because I think the what people actually do part is really interesting. Like the official reason for the holiday and what Canadians actually do on that day can be pretty different.
That's so true. Okay, let's start at the beginning of the year. Should we just go kind of in order?
Yeah, let's go chronologically. So the first big one after New Year's is Family Day.
Right, Family Day. Now, this one's interesting because not every province has it on the same day, or at all, actually.
Yeah, it's a provincial holiday, not a federal one. So in Alberta, BC, Ontario, Saskatchewan, they have it in February, but the date varies a little.
And some provinces call it something different, like in Nova Scotia, it's called Heritage Day.
Right, but the idea is the same. It's a day in the middle of February to spend time with your family.
Which honestly is really needed. February is cold, it's gray, you're kind of in the thick of winter. Having a long weekend helps.
It really does. What do you usually do on Family Day?
Honestly, my family usually does something pretty low-key. Sometimes we go skating if the weather's okay, or we'll do a big brunch together at home.
That sounds nice. We usually do something similar, maybe a board game day or a movie marathon if it's really cold out.
Very cozy. Okay, next up, Easter.
Easter. So Easter isn't on a fixed date. It moves around every year based on the lunar calendar, but it's usually sometime in March or April.
And in Canada, we get 2 days off for Easter, Good Friday and Easter Monday.
Which makes it a 4-day weekend if you include the Saturday and Sunday, one of the best long weekends of the year, honestly.
It really is, and the weather is usually starting to turn by then, like spring is in the air.
What does Easter look like for you? Is it more of a religious holiday or more of a family food thing?
For my family, it's mostly a family and food thing. My mom does a big ham dinner, there are chocolate eggs everywhere.
The chocolate eggs are non-negotiable.
Totally non-negotiable, and the Easter egg hunt if there are kids around.
Yeah, same for us. It's really more of a springtime family gathering than anything strictly religious, for most people I know.
Though, of course, for many Canadians, it is a religious holiday, and they'll go to church services.
Absolutely, yeah. Canada is pretty diverse in that way. People celebrate it differently depending on their background.
Okay, now we're getting into the good ones, the summer long weekends.
Oh yes, so the first big one of the summer is Victoria Day.
Victoria Day. Okay, so for people who don't know, Victoria Day is in May, always on the Monday before or on May 25th. It's the celebration of Queen Victoria's birthday.
And it marks the unofficial start of summer in Canada.
Yes, that's really what it is. Like, officially, it's about Queen Victoria, but practically speaking, it's the weekend that Canadians open their cottages.
Exactly. The May long weekend, that's what everyone calls it, is when everyone heads to the lake.
If you have a cottage, you are opening it up on the May long weekend. Full stop.
And if you don't have a cottage, you're probably going camping or having a backyard barbecue.
And there are fireworks. A lot of communities do fireworks on Victoria Day.
Yeah, which is kind of funny because it's not the most obviously fireworks-worthy holiday, but Canadians love their fireworks.
We really do. Any excuse. Okay, Canada Day, July 1st.
The big one, Canada's birthday.
Canada Day celebrates Confederation, when Canada became a country on July 1st, 1867.
So 2025 would make it 158 years.
Something like that, yeah. And it is a proper celebration. Lots of red and white Canadian flags everywhere.
What does a typical Canada Day look like?
So usually there are big public events, concerts, festivals, parades. Ottawa always has a massive celebration on Parliament Hill because it's the nation's capital.
Yeah, the Ottawa celebration is huge, but every city and town does something.
And then in the evening, fireworks. Always fireworks.
And barbecues, you have to have a barbecue.
It's pretty well mandatory. Burgers, hot dogs, maybe some corn on the cob.
People wear red and white. You see a lot of Canadian flag face paint, maple leaf tattoos, the temporary one.
Yes, the temporary tattoos. And I think Canada Day has a really nice energy to it. It's a genuinely proud, happy kind of celebration.
Yeah, it doesn't feel over the top. It's warm and inclusive. It feels like a community celebration.
Exactly. It's very Canadian in that way.
Okay, jumping ahead to the fall, Canadian Thanksgiving.
Canadian Thanksgiving. Now, this is one that confuses a lot of people, especially Americans, because our Thanksgiving is in October, the second Monday of October, not in November like in the US.
Yeah, we often get asked about that. Why is Canadian Thanksgiving earlier?
The harvest happens earlier in Canada because of the climate, so historically it made sense to give thanks for the harvest in October rather than November.
And honestly, the timing is great because early October weather in most of Canada is still really beautiful.
That golden fall weather, the leaves are changing, it's crisp but not too cold yet.
Perfect turkey weather.
Perfect turkey weather. So Thanksgiving is very much a food holiday for most Canadians. It's about getting together with family and having a big meal.
Turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, gravy, cranberry sauce.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie, essential.
And it's really about gratitude, just being thankful for what you have, spending time with the people you love.
It's one of my favorite holidays, honestly. Low pressure, good food, good company.
Same. There's no gift giving, no decorating, it's just eating and being together.
Which is the best kind of holiday.
Agreed. Okay, November 11th, Remembrance Day.
This one is different in tone from the others. It's a much more solemn holiday.
Right. Remembrance Day is when we honor Canadian veterans and all those who died in wars, especially the First and Second World Wars.
At 11 a.m. on November 11th, there's a moment of silence across the country.
2 minutes of silence. A lone bugler plays the last post. A lot of people attend ceremonies at cenotaphs. Those are war memorials in their communities.
And everyone wears a poppy in the weeks leading up to it.
The red poppy, yes. It's a symbol of remembrance. You can get them at most stores and grocery stores in October, in November, and the money goes to support veterans.
It's really moving, I think. It's one of those holidays where you really stop and think.
It is, and I think it's important, especially for newcomers to Canada, to understand what it means when they see people wearing poppies.
Good point. If you're new to Canada and you see everyone wearing a red poppy on their lapel in November, that's why.
And then, of course, the big one, Christmas.
Christmas, the one that takes over the entire month of December.
Honestly, starting in November sometimes.
The decorations go up earlier every year, I swear.
They really do. So Christmas in Canada is December 25th, and Boxing Day is December 26th, which is also a public holiday.
Boxing Day is interesting because it's become very associated with shopping sales, like it's the Canadian equivalent of Black Friday almost.
Yeah, people line up outside stores on Boxing Day for the sales. It's a whole thing.
But originally, Boxing Day was about giving, like giving gifts to tradespeople or donating to charity.
Right, the name comes from the tradition of boxing up gifts for those in need. But now it's mostly about deals on TVs.
Times change. But Christmas itself is still very much a family holiday. Big dinners, gift giving, decorating the tree.
And in Canada, there's snow, which makes it feel very magical, honestly.
White Christmas is still something people get really excited about.
Even after decades of Canadian winters, I still love waking up on Christmas morning and seeing snow on the ground.
Same. There's something about it that just feels right.
And I think that's the thing about Canadian holidays in general. They're very connected to the seasons, like you're celebrating the start of summer, the harvest, the winter.
The country's relationship with the land and the seasons is kind of baked into the holiday.
Really well put. I think that's a great note to end on.
All right, so we covered a lot today. Family Day, Easter, Victoria Day, Canada Day, Thanksgiving, Remembrance Day, and Christmas.
There are a few others we didn't get into, like Labor Day in September, which marks the end of summer, or the civic holiday in August.
Maybe we'll do a follow-up episode sometime.
For sure. But hopefully this gives everyone a good picture of how Canadians mark the year.
And if you're living in Canada or planning to visit, now you know what to expect and when.
Thanks so much for listening to Easy Canadian English. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a comment telling us where you're listening from. We'd love to know.
See you next episode. Take care.
Bye, everyone. This brings us to the end of episode 12. Let's review some of the vocabulary and phrases highlighted in this episode.
Word or phrase.
Meaning,
Long weekend.
a weekend extended by a public holiday, 3 or 4 days.
Go all out.
To make a big effort, to do something enthusiastically.
Chronologically.
In order of time, from earliest to latest.
Low key.
Relaxed and quiet, not extravagant. Confederation. The union of Canadian provinces into one country. This happened in 1867.
Cenotaph. A war memorial monument honoring soldiers who died defending freedom.
Lapel. The folded flap on the front of a jacket or coat.
Solemn. Serious and respectful in tone.
Baked into. Built into something as a natural part of it.
White Christmas. Used to describe a Christmas where there is snow on the ground.
Thank you for joining us on episode 12 of Easy Canadian English.
We hope to see you back again real soon for another episode.
If you enjoy this type of presentation, hit like and subscribe. That kind of support really helps small channels like ours.
If there's a topic that you'd like us to cover in an episode, please leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you.
Take care.